look, there she is right there. Amanda, how are you? Oh, we're going to see you. It's Amanda Bynes, our new friends. This is Jennifer. Julie, how are you? She's freaked out. Okay, go sit down with your lunch. Welcome, how are you? Welcome. How gorgeous is she?
Look at her, I love you. Okay.
So, isn't she cute?
Oh, stop.
So beautiful.
I love you, Rachel. This is a big deal for me to be on the show.
This is a very big deal for me.
I love you. I always write down all of your tips of advice of restaurants to go to for good, good deals. I love you.
Because she's one of the normal people. She actually eats. She can have a snack.
Yes, I do. I love all of your food tips. My mom loves you too. So it's so great to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Tell your mom she's welcome anytime.
Thank you. I will. She'll be very excited about that.
And we were all talking behind your back because we knew you were coming today. So of course we were talking about you behind your back. So before you got here, everybody was talking about how you have the exact opposite persona of a lot of other women your age. Someone was saying that they heard you in a radio interview saying, you know what, I don't want to be the prettiest girl in the room or the one that gets the most attention. I just want to be the normal girl who does her job, gets her work done, and has a lot of fun. I love that about you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess maybe it's because I grew up, I always wanted to be funny. I always liked playing, I always liked being goofy. I would always, wear my mom's outfits and, create my own outfits. And I always liked to make funny faces. I never wanted to be a beauty pageant girl. And I feel like now it's sort of, in order to be an actress, you have to, be a model and all that. And I don't want that. I'm trying to fight that, urge.
It's nice. It's nice to have some, champions.
People. I agree. That's why I look
to have a young person, especially, that's not into being on the headlines every day. That's just into going to work and having fun.
Thank you. I agree. That's why I look up to.
Model.
And so are you. I love you. So
Thank you.
I'm excited to be here.
I can make dinner.
You know.
There's a pile of clothes next to her, and it's not that we're piggy and we didn't clean up for her or anything. They're actually, well, you have a story to tell about the pile of stuff next to you. Tell everybody what that stuff is and play show and tell. I love show and tell.
I'm excited. I designed a line of clothes for Stephen Barry's. It's called Dear, and here are some of my pieces, and here's a little jumper you can put over leggings or jeans, and it's on sale.
One. Bring up the next one.
Okay, and this is a little deer shirt, all these little deer on a little...
Isn't that cute? I love that.
Waffle print shirt. Thank you.
You know what I love? Can I tell them? The price point of this is $20 or less for all the pieces, so kids can... So young women can wear something hip and stylish, but it's not breaking their mom or dad's bank.
Exactly. Everything is under $20, so you can get, a gorgeous bag for under $20. The jeans that I'm wearing right now, I'm wearing all deer. This is $14.98 for the jeans, $14.
I was going to ask you that too. Do you wear some of your own stuff?
Yes, this is a deer shrug, and it comes in black too, so you can wear it to dinner or on the Rachael Ray show.
It's like the Marbury sneaks, I love that.
Exactly. That's the same store.
Helping parents and young people, look good for less, so it's not killing people.
Exactly. I'm a big fan of that. So this is another shirt.
These are adorable.
Yes, and this is a little hoodie I brought for you.
I got a hoodie.
Yay!
That is awesome. I love hoodies. That's pretty sexy.
It's really cozy too. It's very soft. I
don't know if it's big enough for a normal size person.
Yes, it is. I'm talking about it fits everyone.
I ain't got a girl's body.
That's for sure.
You do.
Look at you.
Very, very cute.
Tiny.
Very cute.
Thank you.
So, who do you look up to for style? I mean, does it just come out of you when you're designing or when you're dressing yourself? Are you clear as to what your goal is, or do you have fashion icons or people that you really like? Look to them.
I would say Sarah Jessica Parker. I think she
always does a good job.
Right, yeah, and she's likable.
Mixes it up.
Yeah, she mixes it up, and I think she goes for stuff that sort of fits her personality. So I like that.
Quirky and eclectic.
Yes.
I have something for the group, and so does she. So we're going to give everybody here. I'm going to give them this, and you're going to give them this.
Ooh, okay.
Don't blow the surprise yet.
Okay.
All right. Now you can be very happy about the snack of the day. It comes from Kansas, and it's Snickerdoodles. Remember Snickerdoodles?
Yes.
For the whole class too. What did you bring?
A $50 gift certificate for everyone in the audience, and you can actually get.
And where do they sell your clothes?
Stephen Barry's.
At Stephen Barry's.
Stephen Barry's.
And everything's under $20, so $50 will get you 2.5 pieces of clothing. We'll be right back with more of the Bynes line. Find out what she's doing now. Pleasure to have you. You're so adorable. I love you.
Caps could use a girl like you. They're our sister sorority.
Oh, so we'll be like brother and sister. Not in, you know, the related familial way, but, you know, more in the fraternal, sororal? Is that a word? I'm sorry. I kind of tend to overtalk when I'm nervous. It's a disease, one without a cure, so stop me anytime, please.
You're nervous?
Oh, no. No, it's not you. Tyler, was it? No, it's because of the whole rush, you know, the very term rush is an amp-upper. It amps up the old nerves. I have to go.
Her what she was up to, and that's the next film project, and that's called Sydney White because it's a, sort of a what would you call a spoof of
Snow White. Yes, instead of dwarfs, they're dorks. So 7 dorks in college. So.
Is that a riot? Sydney White and the 7 dorks. I love that. When is that due out?
September 21st. So
So right around now. So I don't believe more than 15% of what I read in the papers about celebrities because it's, you know, it's all bunch of hoo-ha.
Yes.
But I did read that you lived away from home for a lot of your late teen years, and then you turned 20 or 21 and you moved back home. Is that true?
That is true. I moved out when I was 19, and then I lived in an apartment nearby What I Like About You, a show I used to do, and after a year, I just got lonely, and so when I turned 20, I just moved back home, and so I just sort of, I've been living home, but like right now, sadly, I'm not at home, so I don't get to see my family as much as I'd like to, so whenever I am home, it's nice to see my parents, but I don't know how long I'll be able to do that.
Or what? Like every mother in America is like, what a good girl.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm not perfect, but I was gonna say, I think my parents will eventually be sick of me and want to push me out. They're like, okay, all right, bird, fly away.
That was really cute and loving when you came home, honey, but now, you know, we really had plans for your room.
Yes.
It's gonna be the den.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's our gym now. Can you?
There's like a Stairmaster where your dresser used to be.
Totally. I foresee that in my future.
So, what did you do for your 21st birthday?
Well, I was actually filming Sydney White, that movie you just saw, and they surprised me and a bunch of the grips, you know, lighting people gave me little, you know, shards of wood that they wrapped with like ribbons. They were like, happy 21st. I was like, thanks.
It's unusual.
It was very unusual.
Unusual
but then
gift?
It was very odd, but it was very sweet. And then a week later, I was done. So I had, you know, I just went out with a bunch of my friends and went to a club, and it was very exciting. But I'm not a drinker. I'm not a huge drinker. So, you know, it wasn't like that. But it was fun to go out and to be allowed to if I wanted to.
Yeah, I went out on my 21st birthday, sadly alone, because I was working the late shift at the restaurant. And on my way home, I drove to one of the little local bars in the village, and I stopped in and I said, give me a beer. I hate beer. I don't like beer.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say, give me a beer, you know? And I was ready with my ID, you know,
Yes.
like, ask me.
Did he ask?
No.
Same with me. I do have a funny story. The morning of my birthday, at 9 in the morning, before we started filming, the director, Joe Nussbaum, was like, oh, you know, we have to buy you, you know, your first alcohol. You have to buy your first, you know, champagne or, you know,
Right.
beer or something. So we went to the, you know, the supermarket that was right by where we were filming, and it was, keep in mind, 9 in the morning. And I had, you know, my, you know, driver's license, and I was all excited and ready. And so we go and we bring up, you know, we had champagne because they were going to pop the cork at lunch or something.
Right.
So I was like, sure, I'll buy it. So anyway, we're in line, and I'm buying it, and, you know, the lady runs it through, and she's like, okay, can I have your credit card? And I was like, aren't you gonna ask for
my
something?
ID?
Don't you want to see something? And she's like, just your credit card. And it was the same experience. I was like, hello.
I will ID you next time you come,
Okay,
I
good.
promise.
Thank you. That would be
I come by
exciting.
anytime and bring your mommy.
Thank you. I will.